I don't know. We will get to J-Fig's investigation, by the way. That's coming up as well. But it is crazy. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat have broken the NBA. They have broken the NBA. So a couple reasons, J-Fig. A couple of people have come out here in the last 24 hours, and I put some thought into this whole star sitting rule that they came out with, which is really an embarrassing thing for the league if you think about it, right? Like we have to force and fine to make our regular season interesting for our TV games, but it's really the Miami Heat's fault because
why you say that?
They took a Molotov cocktail to the regular season. They basically, with what they just did this last season, have made the regular season more irrelevant than it ever has been. Because you had a team that basically, and it wasn't because stars were sitting, but they basically just showed you don't really need a good regular season.
You know what?
To go and have success in the playoffs.
Tobin, I think you nailed it. 2 of the final 4 teams were playing teams.
Yeah.
And you're right. The Heat did not. It wasn't like the Heat were like trying to like tank or anything.
The Heat had a lot of injuries. I think they had like more minutes missed than any other team this year. But I'm just talking about importance of regular season. That the Miami Heat have basically urinated all over the regular season and told you this really doesn't matter if you have the right guys. Some teams, you think
Lakers did the same thing.
Yeah, you think some teams, all right, you need the regular season, you like to go balls to the wall, all that type of stuff. Maybe that works out for you. But Adam Silver, this was him talking about the load management rules that they have now to basically make it so they don't have crap national TV games and the fans don't get screwed, which is a noble cause. It's an embarrassing thing the NBA has to do this. But the Miami Heat have kind of broken the NBA with what they did in the playoffs last year. Here's the commish.
The message to our teams and players is not that rest is never appropriate. I think, at least in the first instance, in terms of this policy, we're trying to deal with some of the most egregious examples where multiple star players, for example, healthy, all out on the same night, healthy. And I think we're letting down the fans, we're letting down our partners by doing that.
So there you go. He is, trying to do it so they can keep multiple star players out from resting. Now, I guess
his fault, though.
It is his fault. Well, that's the other thing that I want to get to with him because he's a liar.
Absolutely.
He's a liar because this Adam Silver comes out here and yesterday is asked about trade demands, which, look, dude, this whole league is when it's because their regular season kind of sucks. I love it. I'm a rarity. I watch, and Leroy makes fun of me because Leroy will be like, I don't care about the NBA until January. I will live and die with every single game. I will care about Heat Pistons the way I care about it in the playoffs. Like I'll be out of, I was getting nutty over losses to the Hornets last year, which seems stupid at this point. Jimmy Butler loses to the Magic. He's playing Nickelback in the locker room afterwards. Like I need to get a grip on myself. I understand that. But this guy, because people don't talk about the games and because people don't talk about action in this league, what people like to talk about is new players going to new places. So this Adam Silver yesterday, he's asked about the Damian Lillard trade request. And listen to this guy lie through his teeth, say, oh, like it.
In terms of trade demands, of course, don't like them. As a league, want players and teams to honor their contracts. And I'm watching both the situation in Portland and Philadelphia and hope they get worked out to the satisfaction of everyone before the season starts. And I'm glad that things seem to have settled down somewhat, at least in terms of public discourse.
Liar, dude. You don't like trade demands? This league, that's all they traffic in is trade demands. That's all anybody talks about. Trade demands. Where's somebody going to go? I bet your ass if you tune into NBA Today later, what are they going to be talking about? You hear what Giannis said? You hear what Giannis said? Where's he going to go? Giannis is rats off a ship in Milwaukee.
Here's the great thing about the NBA. When they're irrelevant, when football's going on and there's no basketball or baseball or whatever's going on, World Cup, the Pinks, whatever's going on, if they go, somebody's disgruntled and wants out, we will stop.
Excuse me?
You come in every day. Leroy.
Yeah.
Guess who's making a stink?
And you want to know who loves it? You want to know who loves it the
The
most?
NBA.
Adam Silver in the NBA. That's
'Cause
who
you
loves
are-
it the most.
That's the only time you're relevant in the offseason.
You guys are sitting here. Oh, team. No, I don't want to hear about
The
Team
draft
USA
And
or
trades.
your play-in tournament. You know what you should have? You should have a player up for grabs tournament. That's what you should have. Winner of this tournament gets Karl Anthony Towns. Like, that's what you should do. You should do all-star up for grabs. He gets to go to a team, and you get to have him for the rest of the year. That's really what the NBA would want to do, if we're honest with it. But you don't like, it seems like the situation.
Sergey says they're okay if somebody wants to go to Boston or the Lakers.
They love it. And the other thing is, well, I'm glad it's seemed to calm down. Yeah, you forced Damian Lillard to not talk. You put a gag order on him, dude. I just think it's embarrassing.
I don't think Dame would talk anyway.
I think he would.
You think he would?
I think
by now.
I think he would have. I think he would have at least addressed.
Because guess what?
I think he would
He's
have.
still getting out there.
I think he would have at least addressed the GM.
No, if he talked, it would mean it would. If he talked, because he doesn't talk. The fact that he did, it would make waves.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, if
But he doesn't. He didn't talk even beforehand.
right.
whole
But if
reason-
he did, it would
Right.
make waves.
You know
Like,
what
moves
sucks
would
about
have to
that
be
though?
done.
Because, and this is what I hate about just life in general. Dame has been a stand-up guy through this. All his conversations that he's had and what he said and what he's talked about has only been with the Portland Trailblazers. He would never go out there and discuss anything with anybody. And they use that as a sign of weakness and go out and just start running their mouths and what have you. And I think you're playing a dangerous game because you got a good dude that's trying to do things right.
Mm.
And you're trying to use that as a weakness. So now the rumor came out, last week?
That he
That he report nowhere but to Miami. So make it work, Cronin.
It's interesting, man.
But
So
it shouldn't have to be that way because listen, before the draft, they had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, dude, I am old as hell, right? I'm getting to the back nine of my career. I would like to win a championship.
Yep.
Do not build a team around me of a whole bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds, or else I'm going to ask out. They knew the parameters. They should understand that as them being a 30-plus-year-old player who wants to win a championship. And they didn't even blink.
Well, let's get to this. So, part 2 of the Miami Heat breaking the NBA. Adam Silver having to make up rules to make up the regular season means something, even though the Miami Heat just proved it didn't. Giannis was on this 48 minutes podcast, Believe. And Giannis basically has you interpret it how you want to interpret it, Leroy, but this to me, this is waving up the white flag in Milwaukee because Jimmy Butler broke him.
As long as we play and we approach the game every single day the right way and we all sacrifice for a common goal, I can see myself being in Milwaukee Bucks for the rest of my career. But the moment I feel like people are not committed as I am to get that golden thing in the back, I am not. You know, I'm a Milwaukee Buck, but most importantly, I'm a winner. I want to win, and I have to do whatever it takes for me to win. And if there's a better situation for me to win the Larry O'Brien, I have to take that better situation.
Let me tell you what that is.
Wow.
In the words of one Brendan Tobin, Milwaukee, you're on notice.
You're on notice, dude. And you want to know who put him on notice? Jimmy Butler.
At 56, huh?
Jimmy Butler just went in there over this series, and Giannis is like, whew, my team kind of got cooked. My team got gentlemen swept, title favorites. Gentlemen swept in the first round.
Yep.
And his team, first of all, you know, he got injured in that. They couldn't hold it without him, couldn't hold the fort without him. And then he goes out there, and then he's in the series. They still beat him.
May we take a time out here?
Yeah, sure.
Why is my tag Tobin's always right?
You never knew that? The whole show, 90 minutes into
No.
the show,
I'm going to go
I've been
ahead and tell
looking
you
at
what
you. I'm like, yo,
happened.
is this guy going to realize this?
I don't pay attention.
Remember when you were doing weather?
Uh-huh.
Someone sat on your computer.
Hey, look at this.
Whoa!
I've got a friend.
What's going on here?
I don't
Should
know.
Should I go take him out?
No, don't take him out.
Wait.
Wow.
Is the pelican? Not the pelican.
Hey.
Peacock? Is the
Peacock.
peacock
Hey.
here?
It's a peacock here.
Wow.
No, that's
Leroy,
Live
stop
on
smiling.
Twitch.
Go
the
in there, go in
the
there.
Marlin. That's
Hey.
Pepito.
Pepito's here, man.
Pepito's
Pepito.
here. Hello, Pepito. Hey, Pepito. How are you, man? Hey, how come did that peacock cause mischief again during the races? There you go. Pepito.
Leroy's
from,
scared right now. Look at
Pepito
him.
from the
Leroy
Marlins.
don't look like a
Nice, dude.
Pepito peacock.
Pepito's uncomfortable.
Hey,
Leroy's.
I would
Yeah.
I would tell you, be careful. Be careful, best.
With me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please.
yeah.
Figs, a
She's off
bird.
a couple of birds.
Uh,
Right. Look.
Tread
Oh,
lightly,
no!
Pepito. Tread lightly, Pepito.
Oh, no!
Tread lightly, Pepito.
It's the end.
Careful.
It is the end.
There you
It is
go.
the end.
Wow.
Oh.
Look, we've made
Hey,
Hey,
That's a-
Pepito, don't drop right
that's
now.
the nicest smelling bird I've ever been around.
I
Wow.
know, right?
He
right?
is. He
It's a
smells
fairly,
good.
It's a fairly new mascot.
Pause.
Hey, Pepito. Hello.
Oh yeah, so they haven't had a chance to get all
Yeah,
that.
he hasn't had all
Yeah.
that sweat in there. It's
Not
only
like
been
when
half
you
a
did the
season.
kangaroo.
That's right. Oh, my God. What are you doing here,
You're
Pepito?
also next to the mascot.
You're here. He's from the Marlins races. There you go. Checking it
Yep.
on out. He's doing it. Good luck in your next race, Pepito.
Yes.
Hopefully he wins his race and the Marlins win the wild card race.
Mhm.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice meeting you, Pepito.
We'll